Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. My name is Dan Jones. I'm host of The Dan Jones Show, and today we're going to be unboxing and reviewing the Eachine E61. So let's jump right into the unboxing. Oof, this thing took quite a beating getting here from the great country of China. I ordered all my stuff on Banggood, and I'm a big fan of Banggood right now. They've been shipping me drones, and I've been giving them money for them, so they show up, I'm happy. That's always a good deal. So here we go. This is the Eachine E61 mini drone. So we got our instruction book. I'm gonna give that a read. We got our plastic cover. Ooh, here we go. It is a very, very tiny Mavic Air look-alike. It's clearly not a Mavic Air. It doesn't fold up like a Mavic Air clone. It doesn't even have a camera, but it does have these little LEDs where the obstacle avoidance system would be. It has the exact same layout on the top, and I went ahead and got the red one because honestly, when I got my Mavic Air, I got the Onyx one, and I really wanted the fire red one, so this was the next best thing. I got little prop guards, 4 little props, teeny tiny little drone, and we have our little itty bitty battery that snaps off the bottom. So that's kind of slick right there. We'll get that charged up and get it out flying for you. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and try to fly the E61 by Eachine. It's the Mavic Air look-alike. If you kind of look at the top here, again, it's one of the coolest things. When I saw it on Banggood, I was like, I gotta buy this. It looks like the fire engine red Mavic Air, the flame red. Here's my Onyx Mavic Air, and I really wanted the red one, so I kind of sort of, not really have one, but I thought it was kind of nifty that they modeled it after the plastic of the Mavic Air. On the transmitter, you got a little push button. It takes 3 AAA batteries, and you got a little push button to turn it on and off, and then you've got your throttle up and down, which kind of calibrates it and says, hey, I'm ready to fly. Throttle's all the way down. Let's go ahead and do this. If you look on the top here, the top left is your speed control. You got fast and slow, and then top right bumper is basically a flip mode. So it'll do some flips, do some neat tricks, and we'll see about trying to do that. The rest of these buttons are a combination of trim buttons to sort of fine tune the controller axes. It's also got sort of like a headless mode, and it's got a return to home with a long press down here, which will basically kind of just send the drone to the ground. Not too fancy, but one of the things I really do like about this that you kind of think is kind of fancy or nifty is there's no air mode. Air mode is when the quad just basically it's armed and it's ready to fly and the props begin spinning. And while that is a nifty feature if you're doing like FPV racing and things like that, if you're doing a toy drone, it's not that advantageous, and sometimes it can actually help create a situation where there might be a flyaway. In this state that it's in right now, the throttle is down, the props are off. I really like that, personally speaking. So here we go, we're gonna go ahead and fly it. Give it a little bit of juice. There we go. See, it's actually very easy to control once you get used to it. Now, I will mention that indoor flying can be tricky if you are a new pilot, so be careful. Now I'm gonna go ahead and change my speed. And that just basically kind of alters the pitch rates a little bit, and it makes it a little bit more aggressive at flying. This is something you might want to consider if you are going to take this outside. Now, outside flying with this in windy conditions is absolutely a no-go. This thing is so tiny, if it's in high speed, slow speed, doesn't matter. This thing's flying away if it catches the wind. It's very, very light. It's not going to survive a good gust of wind, so be careful if you are going to fly it outside. Keep that in mind. No wind. So it's really fun to fly, very easy to fly. If you're thinking about getting this for your kid, grandkid, niece, nephew, or just something to play with in the wintertime, this is a great product. I think it's absolutely awesome. A lot of fun to play with. We're going to go ahead and try to do a flip now. Let's see what happens. Whoa! I think I pulled it off. All right, let's try it again. Oh, hitting the ceiling. And we're back again. Oh, and that was a very brutal crash. Don't fly indoors, kids. So I actually ejected the battery. That's how hard this thing crashed. But if this is any representation of the durability of it, well, let me tell you, it hit the ceiling, it bounced into my table, and she's ready to go again. I bet you if I slap this battery back in here, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna power it back up. It's flashing, good sign. I'm gonna go ahead and reboot the transmitter. There is this little plastic tab thingy that goes on the top of it, and I'm not really sure what it's for. So we're gonna reboot the transmitter, throttle up and down. She's ready to go, she's armed, and we're gonna give it some gas. She's flying. Ooh. Hear that noise? I don't know if you can hear that, but one of the motors does not sound very good. So we're gonna go ahead and see what's going on here. In the case, we have the charging cable. Of course, we got extra props. We've got 2 extra batteries because, well, I like longer flight time. I'm always a big fan of anything with a fly more, and every battery has the micro USB port on it. So if you have 3 cables and 3 USB ports, you can charge all 3 batteries at the exact same time, which is pretty cool. So we got our props. Get my 4th prop out of there. Hang on to those, you never know. And of course the transmitter, teeny tiny little transmitter. Bunch of different buttons, the sticks, and let's see what kind of batteries these things take. It looks like 3 AA batteries. 3 AA batteries for the transmitter. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm honestly not really sure what this is for. Maybe when we get it flying, we'll talk about what that can do. But here is batteries, the case, extra props, and the quad itself. Hey there, Dan from the future, and check it out. I replaced one of the props, and that seems to have corrected my noise issue. Very flexible little props, so, you know, a little bang up like that's gonna probably do some damage, but check it out. It comes with 4 extra props, so I was able to correct the issue. This is me from the future telling you that it is in fact okay. That noise was coming from a slightly bent prop. So again, I say it's worth about $20. Check it out on Banggood. Thank you for watching.